I said 4:30. It's 4:28. So I'm a little bit early, or I'm 28 minutes late. I'm not sure. But welcome to the live. It's a little bit warm today, where I am, but it's all good. And Ruby's hanging out here, chilling. We're relaxing. Hope everybody is doing well. It's good to see people. Come on in. Hi, Tina. Hi, Be Anxious for Nothing. Hi, Birdie. Hi, Hawkins Family Adventures, and Holly, and God's Favorite, and Blaine. Hi, Barbara, Tina. Hope everybody's doing well. Heather, hello. Paula, Chris, Judy, Vicky, Iro, Crate Trained. I love seeing your names. I love seeing your names, the familiar ones. Hi, Nikki. I love, hi, Kita. Sorry I can't say hi to everybody. Oh, Nadine, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Hi, Jean and Channing and Jana. Oh, Ruby's coming over. She always has to say her hello. Rubes. I think she's thirsty, but Ruby, you have water up there. She's always relaxing until I come on live, and then she's got to like make her appearance. But how's everybody doing? You're recovering from an upper respiratory infection, Tabitha? Well, I'm glad to hear you're recovering. But that's no fun. Gosh, I'm glad to hear you're recovering, and may you continue to recover quickly. Greetings from Philly Burbs, and Dorothy, and Brooklyn. Good to see everybody. Yeah, gotta love Rubes, absolutely. Helen of Story, and Tressa, and Veronica. Cheryl, you said, just saying hi, we'll watch later. You have to go. Good luck door dashing, Cheryl. Have fun door dashing. Thanks for coming on and saying hi, and thanks for checking out the live later. 12:30 a.m. in the UK. I know, you're such a trooper, Nikki. Train says, smash the like button. Absolutely, thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah. Oh, Nadine, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's look at the sticker too. Yeah. Is that like a controller? Is that what that is? Mimi, hello. Hola. Saskia. From the Netherlands. Nice. You sent me an email this weekend. Okay. Yeah, so I will get into my emails. I have to set aside like a morning to do that because I have a lot of emails. So I want to get in there and respond, but I'm like a few months behind. But I try to like go through and star, and I do miss a lot of them because it's like all combined. All my emails are combined. So yeah, I apologize if I don't get back to emails. Yeah. Have I camped out in Southern California in my van? Would I rather avoid? I have, and I wouldn't avoid it. You know, yeah. Would I rather avoid Southern California? Are you asking? No, I think it's a little trickier it can be trickier to find places to stay. I think stealth camping is the way to go. Yeah, stealth camping in cities. Yeah. I'm wondering if I have any videos about, it's kind of more Central California that I made videos of. Hi, Denise. I don't want to get too far behind, so I'm going to keep going. Gary Powers, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Let's see. I'll do this. I don't have any moderators in here at this point. That's okay though, because I could do it myself. You're still fairly new here, Karen. Well, welcome. You said hello from North Carolina. Jen Thompson, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. What do you guys? Oh, and Dan and Sharon Ertz. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. You guys are so generous and awesome. Hi, Annie. Rowan and Ruby Fest, I know, right? Yeah. How many of you have had a chance to check out, hi KT, hi everybody. Yeah. Did you guys, hi Carol, have you guys had a chance to check out the website? And I'm curious to know what your thoughts are. So I made a post yesterday. I was saying I don't have a video, that life's just been a little bit more hectic than I planned this week, but I did get the website up, and I posted that in the post area. And it's just rowan.com. So yeah, so that's kind of exciting. You haven't yet, Tabitha? The website looks great. Yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Your second time here, your cheeks ache from... Well, welcome, Tammy O'Toole. I love it. Your cheeks ache from the big smile finding. Welcome. I love that feeling. I love it when my cheeks ache too from smiling. That's awesome. Thank you, Kita. You said congratulations on the website going live. Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of exciting. So I do have some things for sale there. I have a t-shirt, and then I have like 2 styles of hoodies, and one of them comes in 2 different colors. And so I have that stuff. I'm probably not going to order any more than what I have now. So what's there is there. And then I also, that's where I'll be selling my cookbook at the end of the summer. And as well as some, like, maybe the hats towards, you know, when the weather gets colder, I'll be making some hats. Some of you guys know I've have crocheted hats that I make sometimes. And also it's a place to do a blog post and just do a little bit of writing, and maybe a recipe card here and there around, I don't know, certain times, like certain things that I might want to share. So yeah, so it's just rowan.com. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Cheryl. Yeah, you said you checked it out and you can't wear polyester. It's really hard to find 100% cotton things. So I did their 80-20. I forget what the shirt is. The hoodies I know are 80-20. The tote bags are 100% cotton. There are tote bags there. Yeah. But I feel you. I'm kind of the same way. You know, yeah. You'll go check out the new website, KT? Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, you're welcome for the update. Miss MFR, you said hi, love watching the videos, first time commenting online. Thanks for commenting and saying hello. I think Ruby's trying to get by here. Hold on. There you go. She realized she had water in her bowl. You're good in Nova Scotia, Sandy Drew? You said, how am I? I'm doing well. Yeah, I'm a little bit warm. I'm doing well. I would love to get to Nova Scotia someday. Yeah, and yeah, it's a little warm, but I'm good. Suzanne, you said you've been binge watching the videos and let them play while you're sleeping. Awesome. Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks. Yeah, there's a playlist of all of them for people that are interested. It's like from the beginning all the way through, and it's kind of fun. Sometimes I'll like go back and watch those early videos, and it's hard not to be like critical of myself, but also, I don't know, it's really good to see just the progress in life. Can I add plus sizes? There are plus sizes, Reed. It goes up to 3XL, I believe. Extra small through 3XL. So I ordered them. I worked on designing the logo, and then I ordered them through a company, and I ordered some in the full range of sizes that they offer. So yeah, there are 3XL. XL, 2XL, 3XL, I believe. Jennifer, hello. Oh, and also, yeah. Well, if you do get orders and you like your things, I think it helps to like leave a review. I'm not sure how that works, but like of the things. Yeah, you have a hard time finding cotton, but you manage. Me too, Cheryl, especially like hoodies. Sometimes it can be hard. The reason I checked those particular ones out, and this is an example, I think I was wearing it last time. This is an example of a hoodie that's for sale on there, and it's 80-20. And there's the logo. It's a little warm. I was gonna wear it, but it's a little warm for it. But I love it. And it's like a unisex. It's a little more fitted of a style. I tried to get both the t-shirts and the hoodies are, you know, they're a little fitted, but they're not like a particular cut or anything. I'm gonna scroll down so I stay caught up. Hi, Robin. You said hi from Oregon. You love my smile and everything about me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, and Jana. Oh, you guys. Thank you. Vicky said, hit the thumbs up. Thank you. Mimi, you said you'd love to make some of your delicious cooking when the cookbook comes out. Absolutely. I'm really excited about this cookbook, you guys. I've started it, but I've continued to work on it a little bit more. And yeah, I'm just excited. I think it'll be really fun. I currently have about 75 recipes. So yeah, I might add a few more. I'm going to really work with those at this point. But yeah, it'll be fun. And there's some personal stories shared in there around some of the recipes, so it's a little bit more about me as well, and then also some photos and then the recipes and things like that. So I'm gonna scroll down. I want to make sure I'm not getting too far behind. I think I'm yeah. Oh, okay, I'm not too far behind. Good. Sometimes I get really yeah, sometimes I get really far behind. You like the cookbook? You're looking forward to it? How about doing a t-shirt with Ruby? That's a good idea, Denise. That's a good idea. I'm thinking about it. There will be some. I actually have some stickers. I just can't find where I put them, so I have to find them. But I do have some Ruby stickers, so those will be up too. And those are something that I could probably mail internationally for everybody. I'm really trying to figure out the international shipping. Hi, David. You're definitely trying to buy the cookbook, Judy? Nice. Yeah. Michelle, you said you followed me now a year and you appreciate the way you show us how to have what we want in our vehicle. You love your Coleman oven because awesome, Michelle. Yeah, the Coleman oven's nice. Yep, I was just thinking about it. I'm thinking there's a couple things that I want to cook in it. It's a little warm, and usually in the summer I don't do as much baking, but there are a couple things for the cookbook that so I'm going to be pulling that out. That'll be coming up soon. Yeah. Thank you, Kita. Double tap to like the live. A t-shirt with Ruby. Would you guys like that? A t-shirt Ruby? What do you see? It's a strawberry. Oh, the design, Tina? Yeah. So it is. It's like it's a phoenix strawberry. So my old channel logo, it's very similar to my original channel logo. Look, I have a little oil already on it. But it's a little more, you know, symmetrical. I worked with a graphic designer so my original one was just like a Sharpie on a piece of paper. So he kind of evened out the lines and added the star and made it into more of a berry. So yeah, I really like it. It's a berry. It's a phoenix berry. And it's also on my channel logo now, if you can see the colors. So yeah, there definitely will be stickers. I just have to find them. They might be in the Honda or under the bed. So I'm going to be doing a huge overhaul of my van, like a deep clean, because everything is kind of like tilting a little bit. So I'll be having to like take everything out and like stabilize things. So that'll be exciting. Would you guys like to see that? Would you like to see a video of me like taking everything out of the build and kind of like fixing it back up? Did you make the live? Kayla, you did. You said hi, Kayla from Canada. Hi, yeah, you made the live. I'm live right now. You found out that you're allergic to gluten too, Cheryl, so now you're looking for ingredients before. Yeah, and there's gluten in a lot of places you wouldn't necessarily expect it. Like after a while I kind of like learn, but sometimes sauces or cream-based soups, things like that, if you're really trying to cut out all gluten, a lot of times chowder has it in it, breading for things. I feel like now there's a little more options, but yeah, good for you for you know, cutting out gluten. Hi, Diane. You love my giggle. Yeah. Oh, Tammy, temporary tattoos, like Ruby temporary tattoos. Oh my gosh. Is that what you mean, Tammy? Temporary tattoos? That'd be really fun. I don't know if I could get those. That'd be fun. Thank you, KT. You said make sure to hit the like button. 162 in here. Hit the button. Yeah, 254 people in here. We have 139 likes. Thank you guys for everybody that hit the thumbs up button. Josie said from Cape Mears in Tillamook County. Hello, Josie. Welcome. And you're in here from Phoenix, Arizona. New Mexico kid. Welcome. You wish it was warm in New York? I know when it's cool, I'm like, actually I like the cool weather. I'm not a big fan of the warm weather. This is perfect. If it was any warmer than this, I would probably not, it would be uncomfortable. This is perfect. Like it's warm, it's hot. Like it's a little hotter in the van than outside. This is the type of weather. If it was this warm outside, I would consider swimming, but yeah. Kita says, hey, KT, chalk will get the oil out. Thank you, Frets and Horizons. Thank you. I always wonder, like, what gets oil out of, because that happens to me a lot of times, especially since I cook. Oh, you guys, I have something else really cool to show you. Hi, Lori. A t-shirt with Sweet Ruby. Nice. T-shirt with Rubes. Says Lisa. Oh, two Lisas. Elisa Martin and Elisa Malcolm. Hi. Says, hi, Rowan. Love your channel. Lisa from Nova Scotia. Hi, Lisa from Nova Scotia. Ruby t-shirt, you're in? You'd get one, Annie? Nice. Thank you, KT. You said it's beautiful. Great job on it. Thank you. Frets and Horizons. Cool idea. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try that. The oil. Practical Magic Living, you've been inspired watching me. You want to do something similar but different stuff on your own YouTube channel when you start your build. Go for it. That's awesome. And keep us posted, Practical Magic Living. If you get your, you know, yeah. Come back around once you get it going. Go for it. You've got it. You just it can be a little awkward in the beginning filming, but you can do it. Just pick up the camera, you know, start filming. I mean, if you need a little motivation, you could go back and watch my first video. It's like, it's pretty horrible. But feel free, you could go check it out and then you'll be like, all right. like I was missing, like I wasn't even showing what I was talking about, and I look like terrified in the beginning. I'm like, ah. So just keep at it and you'll get more comfortable with the camera. You'll get more familiar with editing. You'll figure out what you enjoy filming. And yeah, pretty cool. Ooh, a keychain. Lead Lover, that'd be pretty neat, like a ruby keychain. Hi, Frederica, how are you? Yeah, the oil hack. I gotta try that, and it's such a small little thing too. So when you say chalk, like, is it like chalk for like a chalkboard, and then I would just like put it on there, because it would absorb, right? The chalk would absorb the oil. That's brilliant. Thank you. A t-shirt with Ruby, you'd guys like that? I'll have to work on that. Yeah, t-shirt with Ruby. And strawberries. How about Ruby and like a strawberry patch? Ruby laying in a strawberry patch. Diane, not yet. I'll have to wait and see. Let's see, I'll show Rubes here. Hi, Rubes. That, you know it's warm when she's on the ground like that. Ruby peeking through a berry patch sticker. Yes, yes. Lily, oh, Birdie. Yeah, a van reset. You guys would like that? The van reset? Okay. Okay. You'd like to watch the van reset video? Yeah. Yeah, in a few months, you know, there is an upgrade to my home on wheels. So this is just kind of in the meantime, because I mean, I'll show you. It's like this thing, it's just at an angle. It's hard to tell, but it's like going at an angle, and like I have to put the fabric back on here. It peeled off. I have it, but I want to put the fabric back up there, and I don't know if you can kind of see how it's like angled. Everything is like angled. I just have to fix it. So I have to take everything out to do that. And I don't think I have to get anything new. I think I just need to like adjust everything. Yeah. Build it and we'll watch. You like that? Yeah, you guys would like that? I mean, it won't be too exciting. I'll just take everything out and kind of adjust it, but you know, it's showing the kind of the process. Yeah, you guys would like that? Okay, awesome. You'd love to watch me rearrange my home. Part of me is like, I just want to deal with it and live with it like this, and then, you know, because I'm like, there will be an upgrade coming, but I'm like, I don't know, because it's just, yeah. I'm like, I don't know if I can stand this for a few more months. You think that'd be fun to watch? Cool. Hi, Tony. You said hello from Renton, Washington, and Judy from Canada, Frank from Tucson. Welcome, you guys. Hello. Someone else mentioned my laugh, Kayla, and you have to agree. I have the sweetest, most unique, contagious laugh. Thank you. I've heard that so much. Like, I don't know if I've ever heard that in my life before, but now I started doing YouTube, and thank you guys for like, it's pretty awesome. I guess maybe like in day-to-day life, people don't necessarily say that, or maybe they do and I just don't notice. Yeah. It can, gluten can heighten arthritis pain. Yeah. Inflammation, it can cause inflammation, and so that the arthritis pain, yeah. Yep. Hello, Bernie, Miranda, and Fusions. And Frets and Horizon says, hi from Dawn Marie in Canada. I think I'm getting behind. Henna tattoos? Okay, because I want to make sure I get, let's see. Lori, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat, Lori. And it says, you are amazing. And it's your first super chat on a live stream. That's an honor, Lori. Thank you. Thank you for making your first super chat here on this live stream. And thank you for the compliment. You said you are amazing. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, Dabney. You grew up in Oregon, Tabitha, and moved to Washington in 96, 97. Nice. So you're from the Pacific Northwest. Okay. Oh, and Corey, your first live. Thank you for the super chat. Welcome for your first live. And you said, you are a true inspiration always. If all dogs were treated as good as Ruby is, the world would be a much better place. Peace to you, Rowan and Rubes from Portland. PDX, right? That's Portland. Thank you, Corey. And Ruby says thank you, too. Yeah. Hi, Eric. Thanks for the thumbs up, Nikki. You liked the first video, Saskia? Did you? I mean, it's good to like compare. At least now when I film, I'm like usually know how to like show what it is I'm trying to show. Belinda, you made it. You've been babysitting. Awesome. I'm glad you made it. And he says, hi, Dabney. Hi, Birdie. G, David. Hi, David. Patreon folks here saying hello to each other. I love it. KT, you said, am I still looking into an upgrade land or tiny home? I don't think you've heard me mention anything for a bit. I hope all is going well though with any of your plans. Thank you. Yeah, things are going well. I do have an upgrade to my home on wheels in the works, and that's the route I'm taking. That, you know, that's what I realize is I love this lifestyle. I love being mobile. And when I first started vehicle dwelling, I wanted to, as quickly as possible, get kind of settled on some land. And what I've realized through living in this van and my Honda, even, not so much the Corolla because that was a little bit challenging, but the Honda and the van, I love being mobile. And so I am going to be upgrading my home on wheels, but I've decided to go the direction of staying mobile because I love that. And so, you know, yeah, so things are, I am looking into the upgrade. I mean, I'm doing it. So it's moving along. Yeah. JC, you just found the channel and it's your first live. Welcome. Welcome to the channel and welcome to the live. Thanks for saying hi and letting me know so I can welcome you. Lavinia, you said, hi Rowan, ordering Uber, thinking of me. All of a sudden my video came up. Nice. You're ordering Uber. I hope you have a great delivery driver and that your food gets delivered quickly and that it's still warm or cold or whatever. And yeah, and that they just bring it to you quickly. Yeah. Awesome. Aw, you guys, I see my Patreon folks in here. I love it. Saying hi to each other. Emily said, Practical Magic, one of your favorite movies. You watch it every Halloween. Hi, Esperanza. Good to see you. Dabney says, hey, Annie, David. Yeah, you'd buy that, Tabitha? A Ruby t-shirt? You've never heard of using chalk for oil stains? Learn something new every day, says Tina. Yeah, I learned, I know there's like things you can do. Like I know if you get like, what is it? Like chewing gum, I think ice, or is it peanut butter? I don't know. I know there's some strange things like that. I usually just like live with the oil stains and stuff, but you know, I want to get this out because I'm really like, it'd be nice to get the oil stain out. So thank you. I didn't know about chalk. I learned something, and I will get some chalk. And yeah. Here, I'm like, I'm holding it up but not showing it. Here's my one of the hoodies that's available. This one has the print on it. The other one is just the logo without the words. This one also comes in red. I wanted to stick to strawberry colors, so there's like green and red. If they had brown, I would have probably done a brown one as well. Yeah. And then there's a t-shirt. The t-shirt's dark green. Thank you, Sharon. Ruby. Sharon is saying kisses to beautiful Ruby. Now she's up in the front seat. You know, she's got to like stay on guard. Gayla Faye, you made it. Thank you for the super chat. I'm glad you made it. Welcome. Mary says hello from Indiana. Lulu says hi, Rowan and Ruby from Olympia. Iro says Ruby with a strawberry nose. That'd be cute. Like Rudolph. You love that Ruby in the Strawberry Patch t-shirt. Yeah. That could be something. I could see that. We could make that work probably. Yeah, Ruby in a patch of strawberries, or maybe, you know, strawberry season's coming up. You guys know strawberry season's coming up, so that's exciting. Like in like 2 weeks, at least in the Pacific Northwest. I think it's different all over, but yeah. So I could get her out to the strawberry patch with the ripe strawberries and take some pictures, maybe. You would definitely get a shirt with Ruby and a strawberry patch. Yeah. A van reset, you'd like that? You want to see the van reset? Okay. You really miss being in your van. You traveled for a year, COVID hit, and you had to go home. Now your health fell. I'm sorry to hear that, Lavinia. I hope your health, I hope you get well quickly. And I'm glad you got to travel for a year. Sometimes, you know, we want some things in life to go on for longer, and then for some reason that they don't, but we have the memory of it. But I hope you get to travel again, and I hope your health is better now. Linda, I'm not going to talk about what the upgrade to the Home on Wheel is yet. You guys will see it. Yeah, it's in the works. So, but I'm gonna do I'll do like a reset, or like I don't know what to call it, like a fix up in this van. I will show that. A refresh. There we go, Sherry. Perfect. Yes. Hi, True Seeker. You said hello to me and Ruby. A refresh. That's what I'll do. I'll do a refresh video. Yeah, that's coming up. Yep. I don't know that game, Amy. Play I make the face, make the sound. I don't know how to play that. It sounds fun. I like games, but I don't know how to play that one. Build it and you guys will come. To Layla Washington here. Awesome. Yeah. The laugh is refreshing. Awesome. Hi, Marcella. You said Marcella from Brazil. Hello. Hi, Nancy. Said, how am I doing? Hold on. Let me get this. There we go. I'm doing well. How are you, Nancy? How do I deal with moisture in the van, or doesn't it get that humid? It doesn't really, LR. I think some of that is because I tend to stay in cooler areas. I know when it's hot, I've noticed that there's a lot of condensation, or I also don't heat it overnight. So when I had that electric wood stove in here, when it would get really cold and I would run that during the day and overnight, I noticed there was a lot of condensation. So I don't mind it being really cold at night. I usually bundle up. I have a goose down blanket that I use. I put a hat on, I'll put my hood up. I wear socks. I just bundle up. I have Ruby, and because of that, like, it might be 43 in the van or something. Rarely is it below freezing because of where I stay. I don't really like to, but I have, and I still don't usually use heat. That's a little bit of a luxury, and maybe I will someday, but so I think that keeps the condensation down. Yeah. Because I've noticed when I was running that electric heater overnight that there was more in the morning on the windshield. So yeah. Hi, Kevin. We are doing well. You said hi, Rowan and Ruby. How are you tonight? I'm well. How are you, Kevin? I do, KT. Yes, I do. I have the other car. Yeah, I have my Honda for door dashing. And do you guys like the DoorDash videos? Would you like to see more DoorDash videos? Okay, let me put a poll in here. I like these polls. Would you like another DoorDash video? I might do Uber Eats too. I'm wondering if you'd like to see a DoorDash video, and then I want to do one about the van reset. So those are two videos that I've thought of. I mean, that's just like life stuff. The door dashing and the van reset. That's just sharing my life, but I wasn't sure if that stuff would be things you'd be interested in, or if, I don't know. But I've thought about doing that. And I'll put cooking and stuff in them too, just because that's also a part of my life. Yeah. Tabitha, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Tabitha. I appreciate that. Hi, Victoria Joy. Welcome. Welcome to the live. Good to see you. Damp-rid. Damp-rid will help, yeah, with moisture control. I haven't had to use it. It really hasn't been an issue in the van. It might be because, I don't know. Maybe the van is really drafty. I don't know. It just hasn't been an issue. But I have used Damp-rid. I used Damp-rid in my Honda Pilot, the one I had before this. But you know what? It was while I was in Florida in the southeast, so it was a lot more of a humid and warm climate. So even though it's kind of humid in the Northwest, I just don't think it's as much of an issue. Or in like other areas too that are drier. With JMJ, you said, hi from Denver, been in the same home for 47 years. You're not a traveler, but love yours and Ruby's travel adventures. Awesome. I'm glad I can share them with you, JMJ. And you know, there's something comforting, I think, about being in the same home for 47 years. Has not been my life. But I know people who it is, family and stuff, and there's something really beautiful about that. You know, that's some serious rooting and opportunity to build community. It's just, yeah, so, yeah. But it hasn't been my life. But I'm glad I could take you guys along on the adventures. I do. I have Ruby to keep me warm. Yeah. 334 watching. I am loved. Absolutely. And 249 likes. Let's see if we can get to 300 likes. You're doing fine, Kevin? I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. Oh, I did the poll. I forgot. We have 139 votes in the poll. I'll keep it open for just a little bit longer and see. You love being cooler at night. You have a window open by your bed, even in winter. You need the outdoors. Absolutely. That's how I am too. Like, I love it being like cool. I love being warm under the blanket, but the air being cool. Yeah. More DoorDash. Shelly says, remember to hit the like. You want to see all the cities on DoorDash? Yeah. Yep. I might be able to work on that. Reflectics are great in your SUV when you travel. That is true. So all of my my like these, it's Reflectics. My window covers, I cut them out. These have Velcro. The other side is on the window, and then I put fabric on the other side, and then I use rubber cement, but I just attach it. So I think the Reflectics helps with the condensation as well as for privacy. I have a pretty dark tint on my windows, but this way you can still kind of see the lights on if I don't have the window covers up, like a little bit. So I like to keep the windows covers up, especially in the winter time where it gets dark earlier and I'm in here with the lights on more. This time of year, you know, it gets dark later, so I can hang out in here without turning on lights, and the window tints are just fine for that. You're the same way? You can't sleep if it's hot? Definitely not with the heater on. Of course, you're Alaskan, so yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the cool air is something nice. Yes, for sure. Real life. Good evening, Lori Lynn. Yeah. Yep, a one dog night. Looking forward to reading your blog when you start them on the website. Thanks, Annie. I did put, it says New Beginnings. If you go to the website and scroll down, there's a few things there. The first one, it says New Beginnings, and it has my very first video, and that's kind of my first, it's kind of a welcome blog, but it's on there. So if you scroll down and see, yeah, and it just talks about a little bit about my journey up to this point. So there is the first blog entry of the website, and that's kind of the area where the blog posts will be. And at this point, I'm thinking about doing one seasonally, but it might be more frequently. I'm not sure. I just have to kind of get in a routine with everything. You love the door dashing videos? Okay, cool. Rainy Branch, you said you're from Bonnie Lake, Washington. Awesome. Damprid, yeah. Yeah, Damprid works great. I've used it before. I just haven't had to in this van. You don't have door dashing in the Netherlands. Yeah. Hi Marla. You said hope you're great. I am doing well. How are you? Hi Linda. Yes to DoorDash. Tabitha, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. You said love watching you and Ruby. Many blessings for safe travels and health this year. Thank you. And for you as well. Many blessings for safe travels and health if you're traveling. Either way, health for you as well. Kita says double tap to like the live. Thank you, Kita. You'll order to Marysville? Yeah. Frank, you said, do I get lonely? Not really. It's been a busy year, and there's just been a lot going on. You know, it's, yeah, once in a while. But I'm kind of, I like spending time alone, and I feel absolutely blessed with this community here on YouTube and my Patreon community, and you know, just I have some awesome friends and family, and I don't, even though I spend probably like 95% of my time alone, I don't feel lonely because I do feel so supported by you guys, and also I enjoy my alone time. So I do once in a while, but it's pretty rare, and I just feel like things have been a little bit hectic, and so that makes it hard to feel lonely because I'm like, feel like I always need to be doing something. So I don't really get lonely in that situation. It's more if I have vast open time and nothing to do, then I might be like, oh, I wish I was like, had somebody to hang out with in this moment. But I just feel so busy. There's like so many things that are going on right now. So yeah, I'm hoping that things kind of like settle down a little bit. Yeah. Kayla, you said that reminds you, you're really confused about the 2-car thing. Do you rent a permanent parking place to get to the DoorDash vehicle? Why are you unable to use the van for DoorDash? Sorry, still new. Well, I can use the van for DoorDash. So I do have a Honda and I have a van. And the Honda is parked somewhere. But if I'm not able to be in that area, then I'll use the van for DoorDash. And I did do a video. The last one, I think, was in the van, door dashing. It uses more gas and it's harder. It's like, because of the build, it's harder to drive around versus like a car. If I'm driving, you know, the Honda around, it's bounces around and it's fine. But this, if I'm doing a lot of like, and usually I'm in a city if I'm door dashing, and I'm hurrying and I just don't like to use the van as much. So yeah, I do have both. And I've, you know, as I've mentioned before, there are areas where you can just park a car and you're allowed to just park a car. Yeah, so. Hi, Diane G. You said, so nice to see you on this holiday. Oh yeah, tomorrow's Memorial Day. That's right. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Dabney says, hi, Marla. Let's see, I'm going to scroll down. I have the feeling I'm pretty far behind. I think I'm really far behind, actually. Let me scroll just to see how far. Wow, I did it again, you guys. I got really far behind. I was doing really well staying caught up, but Susan, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate it, Susan. Susan Ballard, thank you. What happened to the cool laundry bags that looked like paper bags? Those were so cool. I have them. It's right behind me, actually. That bag stuffed with laundry. That one, yeah, those are from Trader Joe's. They are cool laundry bags. Right, no, lonely, I've got you guys. Yeah, I'm a loner that likes to connect, if that makes sense. There's a video, I feel like you can connect with people. Like, there's people I feel connected with all the time, whether I see them, talk to them, I just feel connected to them all the time. And yeah, so I don't know. I'm not somebody that feels like just because I'm not around people physically that I'm alone. You know, I have amazing people in my life and I have some amazing, you know, connections that I'm grateful for. And also God, you know, all the time. I never feel alone because of my connection with God, and going through some challenges and hard times has really strengthened that. So yeah, I feel like just because there's nobody in this physical proximity, you know, like I don't feel alone. Or yeah, I guess I don't really feel alone. Even when I'm by myself, I don't feel alone. There's that phrase, like, alone but not lonely. It's like, I don't even feel alone. And part of it's because I have Ruby all the time, but like, I just don't feel alone. Especially like everywhere you go, there's people. And so that's like where I'm like, I don't know these people. And, you know, I don't feel necessarily connected to those people, but like, yeah, you know how they say you can be surrounded by people but feel lonely? So I get that sometimes in crowds where I'm just like, but then in moments where I'm all by myself, I don't feel alone, because that's when I think about the people that are important to me, the people that are special to me. I feel grateful for my YouTube community and Patreon. Like, so even though I'm like physically by myself, I don't feel alone. I feel more alone when I like go into the store and see all these people doing their thing, and I'm like, I just want to like hurry up and get out of the store. So maybe that's backwards, but I don't know. Yeah. Let's see, I'm gonna scroll down because I'm getting behind again here. I'm sorry guys that I'm like, Yeah, I do have a great YouTube community and Patreon community. Jahine, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. You said love from Raleigh. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sending love back to you. Yeah. Okay, I'm behind. I'm a little behind. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna check in on the poll. I'm gonna check in on the poll. 84% say yes, you'd like another DoorDash video. Awesome. I'm ending that poll and I'm gonna do another one just to kind of like food for thought. And it's fun to do the polls. About the would, I think I know what you guys are gonna say, but let's make it official. Would you like to see a van refresh video? All right, start poll. Boom, there we go. Annie, you know the feeling of wanting to hurry up and get out of the store. I know, I'm like, ah. I actually, when I'm by myself, I feel less like alone, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? That's weird. And not always, but often when I'm by myself, I feel less alone. Because then I think about the people that are important to me, the things I have to be grateful for. It's like I'm not distracted by like everything, busyness. And when I'm by myself, I feel less alone. Like it's, yeah. So, yeah. You can't stay long. It's 2 a.m. Moon Moth, but you caught a live. Welcome. Good to see you, Moon Moth. Thanks for coming on and saying hi. American grocery stores give you anxiety. They are huge. Yeah, yeah. Some of them are very huge, and especially if it's like a busy time of day. Yeah. Yeah, 329 likes, 331. Woohoo! Love from Kalamazoo. Nice. You're heading to Oregon to visit your daughter and sister in Tigard area. Nice. That's fun. Safe travels to you, Deborah. Alone. You traveled full-time for 7 years. Yeah. Lynn, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. And you said, just wanted you to know I sent you a package. It should be there by Wednesday at the latest. So keep your eye out for it. Love for y'all. Thank you, Lynn. Thanks for letting me know. And I will keep an eye out. Thank you. I appreciate that. Kayla says, have a great night all. Glad you made the live. Glad you made the live as well. And namaste. You're looking forward to the van life cookbook, Victoria Joy? I am too. I'm excited. I'm on track. It should be like September, and it'll be up on the website. So as you guys are checking out, if you're new coming into the live, the website is up. It's just rowan.com, and that's where I have a blog post. It's towards the end where it says new beginnings, and that's where I'll be updating in there. And then I also have a few items for sale. I'm really just checking out kind of the shipping process and figuring all that out. But I'll also have more, I'll be getting some more like handmade merch up there, possibly some body care stuff, some seasonal things. I don't want to say everything, but I'm just kind of trying it out right now with the merch. And one thing is like this hoodie you can get. They're 80% cotton, 20. I got the most cotton. Well, yeah, I tried a couple. This is the one. It's hard to find 100% cotton hoodies. I will say that. So yeah. And then that's where the cookbook will be, and in September. Not till September, but it will be available through that. Traveling keeps you too busy to birdie. Yes, yeah. Yeah, it's like a lot. And also, yeah. Van Life Cookbook, yep. Hey, Lady J. How's it going? You said, besides the last DoorDash video, when's the last time you DoorDashed, and how often do you DoorDash? It really varies. It had been a couple months since I DoorDashed, and yeah, so it had been a couple, I think I said that in the video. And so it really varies how often I do it. I don't like to DoorDash in the van as much, and it kind of affirmed it. It was fun, and it just so happened that Ruby was having an overnight, so I was like, well, let me like this is my Friday night, and like I had fun filming and bringing you guys along for that. But usually I go in the Honda, so I'll probably bust out the Honda for the upcoming DoorDash video, and I'm not sure yet if I'll have Ruby with me or not. I did get something to put behind the driver's and passenger seat of the Honda so she could be in the back, but I'm still, I don't know, just is not in my comfort zone to bring her, you know. If I'm dropping off food and she's like barking out the window and stuff, I just I don't know, I think she'd have more fun doing something more fun somewhere else. So but how often I do it, it depends. Some of it there just depends. Yeah, it varies. It had been a few months, but I do think that I'll be doing some. Any video is much appreciated. Thank you, Frank. Thank you. You do grocery stores at night? You're a night person, Nick OG? Yeah, that's smart. Grocery stores at night. Yeah, they're probably, I like early morning. Yeah, early morning grocery stores or nighttime. Like right now, the grocery stores are probably packed. I bet. Especially with tomorrow, you know, people are probably getting stuff. You love all my videos, Esperanza? Thank you. Absolutely. Amanda, you said hi from Scotland. Hello. Welcome. I would love to get back to Scotland someday. Edinburgh was so fun. I liked that area. Just taking a break right now until you find your new toy to camp in. Awesome. That sounds fun, Birdie. Yeah, 7 years is a long time, you said, to travel. Moon Moss said no 24/7 stores here. At Nick OG, shopping at night sounds amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Saskia. You said you inspire you to think about buying a van and start traveling and moving around. You make it look so easy. You're amazing. Thank you. It definitely has its challenges, but I think that you kind of figure out, you know, like I said, I think I said this in the last live, just like some people just jump right in, and that's cool. I do think for me, it was good to kind of like test the waters a little bit and check it out and take some kind of weekend trips and things like that. And then I was going to do it just vehicle dwelling in one area, but then when I started DoorDashing again, I had DoorDashed before, but I worked at a natural food store, and then I quit that job and DoorDashed again, and then I was like, hold on, I don't need to be in one area if I'm DoorDashing and not like going to the same job in the same place every day. Now I'm DoorDashing, I can hit the road. And so I did, and then what I realized is that I actually loved traveling. So that was kind of a process. But I would say go for it. I don't know if it would be so easy, but thank you. Yeah, there are challenges. I hope yeah. I don't want to trick anybody and be like, oh, this is a super easy, but I'm glad I can inspire you. Does DoorDash pay for each call plus tips or just tips? It pays a little bit. Most of it's tips, Frets and Horizons. The large majority of DoorDash is tips. But you do get a little bit, and it depends on the time of day. Sometimes it's like in the evenings or busier times, or they have promotions. You get more. They'll have like a promo. I'm bumped down because I didn't do it for a few months. I'm not top dasher, because you have to do a certain amount every month, and so it's based on what you did last month. So like for instance, June, if I do 100 orders in June, then in July I'll be a top dasher. You have to have like your ratings up, which my ratings are fine, but I have to do more door dashing. So then in July, I'll get more access to orders and things like that. That's just my experience. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of it's tips. A website, neat. Yeah, Moonmoth. Yep. JustRowan.com. Tammy, you said, have I ever been recognized out in public by a YouTube subscriber? I have a few times. Yeah. It hasn't happened recently, although I think that I've been recognized and that maybe the people didn't say anything. um, that's just my gut feeling. But that's why I say if you do see me in public, out and about, like not in my van, but if you do see me like out at the grocery store or wherever, feel free to say hi and, you know, come on up and say hi. I watch your videos, and that would be nice. I'd like to meet people, but it was really nice. There were a few times when I went kayaking. I had a video, and I went kayaking, and I brought the kayak back, and there's a video. I was in the San Juan Islands, and the woman that was helping me there, she recognized me. She was like, "Do you live in your van with your dog named Ruby?" I was like, "Yep." That's me. And she said she watched the videos. It was really sweet. And there was another time I went to the restaurant, and the restaurant owner recognized me, and she waited for a little while and then said something, and that was pretty sweet too. And she was so yeah, those are a couple of times that I appreciated it. They were talking about the Strawberry Festival on the news the other day, and you thought of me. Hello from Ohio. That's fun. Where's the Strawberry Festival? Is it in Ohio? Oh, thank you, Frets and Horizons. You like the website? You guys like the website? Nice. Dark Rosebud says, "Good question, Tammy. Did I get the..." Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, good. I just answered that. You're looking forward to the cookbook, KT? Nice. You'll buy a hat, Violets and Roses? Nice. And there was a bunch of people, I wrote down everybody that was interested in, I think there was like a list of people that are interested in the hats. So I will reach out to those people as well. So I don't know, it takes a while. The hats take a good 4 hours each. And so 10 hats, that's like 40 hours. You know, it takes a while. So, but I would like to get some more up there, and I will put them on the website, but I'll probably reach out to the people first that I opened up a wait list when I had them last year. But you might be on there. I can't remember who's on there. Maybe a Ruby merch. Yes, I have Ruby stickers. They're really cute too. I just don't know what I did with them. Like they're in maybe a drawer or under the bed. I don't know. They're somewhere. They're somewhere. I have to find them. They're small, so they're like tucked away somewhere. I was like, oh, I'll put them here so I know where they are. And now I don't know where they are. Otherwise, those will be up on the website too. They're really cute. There's 2 different Ruby stickers. Thank you, Nicole's Journey. You said, congratulations. I didn't know you were doing a cookbook. That's awesome. Yeah. Thank you. I'm sitting in my van. I'm sitting, and I have about this much. I designed my van build, like I sat on I measured myself sitting up to the top of my head, and so I built my bed platform based off of my height. And then I ordered a stool that I'm sitting on. I knew how tall I wanted the stool to be, so I found the dimensions. I looked up a stool that was the dimensions so that I would have enough headroom. So I'm sitting, yeah. You like your hoodie, David? That's great, awesome. You visited the website, Vicky, very nice. You look forward to the cookbook? Yeah, good. You prefer grocery pickup. You order ahead, then pick up and have groceries delivered. That helped after surgery. Yeah, that's a good idea. It costs a little bit extra, but I would like to, thank you, Deborah. I'd like to, Moon Moth. You said, would I ship to Europe? So here's the thing, is that I was at the post office shipping, because I opened up the website. I said this on last week's live, that Patreon had access to the website a little bit earlier, because I wanted to kind of test out shipping and stuff, and get some feedback from Patreon. So I did mail out some orders for Patreon members, and at the post office I asked about international shipping, and it's like the cheapest international shipping was like $32. So, and then it goes up to like $100. So it seems outrageous. I feel like shipping's gone way up recently. So at this point, I'm just trying to figure that piece out and figure out how I can ship internationally. And so once I have the stickers, it might be that I can offer smaller things internationally. I'd love to ship to Europe. Or there's like a shipping calculator possibly, but it's in the works, you guys. So I'm sorry that I'm not able to ship at this point internationally. That's why I hesitated. I think I said I was gonna let you guys know last week, and I was like, maybe I can figure it out, and I can't quite yet, but I'll keep you guys posted because I do want to ship internationally. And I think with the stickers and things, it'll be a little bit easier to do that because it'll just be like an envelope. So yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Victoria Joy. You said congratulations on 85,000 subscribers. I know it's exciting. Thank you. Oh, let me check this poll too. Let me see. Oh, good food, Sharon. Yeah, I saw your comment. Vegetarian food at a Krishna temple. I'm gonna scroll down. Esperanza, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. You said coffee on you. Thank you so much. And absolutely, I will have some coffee and think of you. Thank you. 350 likes, yeah. Oh, David said, let's get 400 likes. Okay, I'm gonna check out the poll. I think I'm behind on the comments. You would like to see a van refresh? 90% say yes to the van refresh video. Okay, cool. That's a majority. Yeah, so I'm gonna end that poll. Okay, so those will be coming up. The van refresh video, a DoorDash video. I have a couple other things in mind too, but I just wanted to kind of get your feeling on those. Yeah. Deborah, you said you support me dropping off Ruby for the DoorDash. You pick good times when she can play and you can get chores done. Yeah, I think it's fun. She's been doing that her whole life. I've never done that before. Like had a dog that I've never used any kind of like doggy daycare or anything like that with dogs that I've had in the past. But I needed to because I was with my mom and my mom was really sick. And so I had to have Ruby somewhere for the day while I was with my mom. And what I realized is that Ruby actually loved it and it was good socialization. And she kind of liked the structure of it. And then she was, she had fun. I was able to do what I had to do. And so I've just kept it up, I think it's good. I think that she enjoys that environment of like hanging out with other dogs, and we do go to a lot of dog parks, but I think there's something different where, just like with kids, kind of like where I'm not there, like she gets to just do her thing. I think she enjoys it. Yeah. Thank you, Victoria Joy. Yeah, and beyond. I do. You said I do make it look easy. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's like there's challenges to every lifestyle. I think there's challenges for me. The challenge of getting up at the same time every day, going to the same job, doing the same thing. That was a big challenge. Some people love that. They love kind of the routine and the structure. For me, that was really challenging to do, and I just started to feel a little bit trapped. And so I'll take the challenges of finding a place to park, of refilling my 2.5 gallons of water, of emptying my gray water tank, of refreshing my van build because it's about to fall over, I'll take all that challenge, like because I enjoy how dynamic this lifestyle is, and that I'm not kind of locked into being at the same job all the time at the same time, and yeah. So there's challenges in everything we do. There's challenges in an apartment or a sticks and bricks, and the expense of that, and being locked in. And then even if you like decide, okay, I'm gonna like rent it out because I want to go travel, now you're responsible for renting a place out. So it's really freeing to not be weighed down by a sticks and bricks. That's for me. Some people love being a landlord or renting out their home and going to travel, and that's provides them with income. I wouldn't want the burden of, you know, what if something went wrong with the house, or what if I was overseas traveling and I had to go back and like fix the water pipes or something. Like it just, yeah. So it's just figuring out kind of what our values are, what's important, and figuring out within those values a life that we can live. And it might require a lot of sacrifices, or some sacrifices, you know, and it might take time to kind of build on that. But if we are able to take a leap towards a life that reflects our values, it can be really rewarding and fulfilling. And yeah, it's not always easy, but it's very rewarding. And so I think the fulfillment of it makes it worthwhile. And I feel grateful because of that feeling of fulfillment. I'm grateful for the opportunity, and the gratitude actually makes it's not like it makes it worthwhile. So I guess that's the way to put it. Rather than like easy, it's worthwhile. Like, yeah. Oh, Moon Moth. Maybe you can get your driver's license, Moon Moth. I say go for it. Crystal Hickerson, thank you for the super chat. You said buy Ruby a snack on you. Oh, I will, certainly. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah. Cat Nana, you said, does that seem to pay well enough? Do you mean DoorDash? DoorDash? It can, yeah. DoorDash can pay well. I mean, I have different, I'm not relying solely on DoorDash. I was, and it can be really hard. It's like, I was working probably 60, 70 hours a week when I was relying solely on DoorDash and renting an apartment. I mean, it was long, long days. I would wake up, get started around 7:30, 8 a.m. and sometimes might take like a 2-hour break in the afternoon, but sometimes I would be door dashing until 10 at night, and I would do that 6 days a week. It was long, long weeks, but it was able to make it work. And I was a top dasher, you know, so I was getting good orders. I think that I've heard, and what I experienced the other day when I went, is that DoorDash has slowed down a little bit. I don't know, and that's why I want to like pick it up a little bit more. Because if I'm using it as kind of my backup, I need to know kind of if that's a viable backup. So I do want to do some more door dashing. I want to get back to top dasher status and just like play around with it. But yeah, it's really how much you work at it. And also Uber Eats. I was doing DoorDash and Uber Eats. So I talk a lot about DoorDash because I preferred that before, but I think I'm going to check out Uber Eats again too. I believe my account is still active, just because it's nice. That way you can have both apps on at the same time, and if it's slow on one, you might get orders on the other. And then you just pause the other one while you're doing the order and stuff like that. But I don't rely solely on that anymore. I'm grateful for that, and a big part of that is the YouTube channel growing and my Patreon community, and so I'm so grateful that I'm not relying solely on DoorDash, because it can be a little bit unpredictable. Yeah. You've been prepping your van, Tracy? You leave in a week for your first cross-country trip. Thanks for inspiring you. You're so excited to hit the road. That's wonderful, Tracy, and have so much fun. And you're welcome. I'm glad I can inspire you. Thanks for letting me know. And yeah, that's awesome. I hope you have a wonderful time and safe travels to you. I hope you come back on and let us know how it's going. Oh yeah, Moon Moth, you said it's expensive getting a license, and yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if maybe there's. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the details, because you said, are you in Europe, Moon Moth? Maybe you could try like getting a bike and having like a tent and stuff on a bicycle. And have some freedom that way. You like the strawberry cup, Annie? Yeah, it's like a thermal cup. Birdie says, thanks, thanks everyone for hitting the thumbs up. Yeah, we're up to 412 likes, you guys. Awesome, thank you. You have a male robin who found it amusing to drum on the metal chimney of your roof of your house. It's very loud, so you'll have to leave for now to shoot him away. Have a wonderful holiday. Thank you, Lori Lynn. Aw. Good luck with that. He's like, hello. That's kind of cute, but I could see that could be annoying if it's like constant, especially on the metal chimney. Yeah, it could be loud. Yeah, treats for Ruby. Crowns and coffee. You said hi, Rowan. Saw you on the van tour video. Yay, you. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, welcome to everybody that's here from the van tour video on Cheap RV Living channel. Yeah, that was posted recently. Do I pay a lot of money from DoorDash? You make a lot of money? It varies. I think I was just answering a similar question, so I'm not going to go really into detail, but it does vary on how much I work. But yeah. There's a lot of opportunity in it for sure. Have I ever traveled to Canada, Anonymous? And if not, will you ever travel? Ruby, we love you. Oh, you're getting some love, Rubes. I would love to go to Canada. That's something I've thought about. Yeah. I've been to Montreal. I've been to Vancouver Island. A few times to Montreal, but surprisingly I haven't been to as much time as I spend in the Pacific Northwest. You'd think I would go up to BC a lot more, and I haven't, so I've thought about that. And all of Canada I would love to explore. So yeah, that is somewhere I'd love to explore. Yeah. Nick said be nice to that bird. That robin. Yeah. MG Traveler says, thanks to the mods here. Yes, Marla. Yep, thanks to the mods. Thank you, mods. Oh, Gary, thanks. You said I'm a top DoorDasher to your YouTube crew. Thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, platinum, gold, and silver for DoorDash now. So they don't have Top Dasher anymore? Because I think I'm a gold. I don't remember what I am. But I saw that. I was like, oh. Yeah, so see, that's why I want to do it for a little while and just see how it works, as well as like Uber Eats, because I've actually heard that Uber Eats might be a little better now. Yeah, I think I'm way behind. Florida Strawberry Fest. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm way behind, so I'm gonna scroll up a little bit here. The Strawberry Festival is in Troy, Ohio. Okay, I think there's a bunch. I'm always hearing about them, but that's good to know. This time of year, there's a Strawberry Festival in Troy, Ohio. I don't know that I'll be able to make that, but it's good to know. I'll keep that in the back of my mind for future reference, future travels. You have a Strawberry Festival too, Nick OG, in Wisconsin? Is it this time of year? Ruby is snoozing. She's down here. That's how you know it's cool. The weather's cool. The strawberries are big and sweet in Santa Maria, California. I bet. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure. Oh yeah, we're up to 439 likes. I think I'm really far behind. So you guys, I'm gonna scroll in. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm just gonna scroll. I ended the poll. Okay, that was a while ago. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm really behind. What's everyone's favorite van life recipe video short of Rowan's? Ooh, that's a good question, Victoria Joy. Yeah, what videos what recipes do you guys like? You like the Oreo cheesecake cups and the taco videos? Nice. Yeah, those are yeah, that was special occasion cheesecake cup. Okay, you guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so far behind. Hi, Kimberly. Welcome to the live. You went to a barbecue today wearing your new sweatshirt and you love it. I'm glad. That's awesome. I'm glad you like it. It has slowed DoorDash, right? Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm like scrolling. Sorry. I want to get caught up. I'm way behind. I'm way behind. Oh, David Frenger, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. You were saying thanks, David. Love to support the channel. I appreciate you, David. I appreciate all the support. Okay, I'm all caught up, you guys. I scrolled down. So if I missed a question, feel free to put it in here again. Yeah, rawhide. Tammy, scrolling. I feel bad. I feel bad, you guys, but I like to stay caught up because I get really far behind. So I like to kind of keep it present. Scrolling. So yeah. Oh, 500 likes. Let's go. Yes, it's Nick. David, we're at 446. Be nice to all animals. Yes, always be humane is your motto. But geez, the robin has been bouncing off your big picture window. Yeah. Sometimes you can like do cutouts of hawks or owls, like birds of prey, and get like black construction paper and cut out the silhouette of a bird of prey and put them on your window, and it'll prevent the birds from flying into the window. You can do that, and sometimes it keeps them away too. Yeah. Does Ruby have a middle name? If not, Strawberry would be cute. Well, her last name is Berry. Her middle name is Q. Her name, Nicole Journeys, is Ruby Q Berry. Yeah. Hi, Bree. Hi, Helen. You said hi from New Zealand, Rowan and Ruby. Yeah, keeps rolling. Keep scrolling. Yeah. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, the recipes. Let's hear it. You love the pumpkin pudding pie? Nice. That's a good one, BTS. Yeah. And that's similar to sweet potato pudding. That's one of my favorite things to make, sweet potato pudding. Yeah, it's really simple. I used to do that a lot when my son was really young because it was kind of a treat, but it's nutritious too. It can be nutritious. Yeah, sweet potato pudding. So that's similar to the pumpkin pudding pie. Thank you, Marty. Love to you as well. I have not met Chrome and Cruzy. No. Have I ever had problems with mice? No, except in the Honda Pilot, and it just was a temporary visitor that was eating my cheese. Yeah, so it came in the middle of the night, and it was before I had Ruby, and so I was a little nervous because I didn't recognize the sound, and I was way out in the middle of the woods, like way out in the woods on a forest road, and I heard this weird noise, and I didn't know what it was. And I was like, it's Sasquatch. I was like, this is it. This is my time to go. There's actually a video about the experience. I didn't film the sound. I was too scared. Like, yeah, I was like trying to find other things, not the camera. But yeah, when I woke up on the passenger seat, I had this styrofoam container. It was when I was working at the serving job, and so we had catered a wedding, and so I brought some of the stuff home. We got, like, after it was all over, we got to take home some of the food. So there was like these cherry tomatoes and mozzarella balls on skewers. And so when I got up in the morning, and everything was fine, like the noise stopped and all that, and everything was fine, I went back to sleep. And in the morning, I noticed that the styrofoam container had like little teeth marks out of it, and I was like, huh. And then I opened it up, and like the cheese had bites out of it. So that, I think it might have been a chipmunk, I'm not sure. It was some sort of rodent, and it got in and ate my cheese. But yeah, it was just the one time. I use peppermint oil, and that seems to work really well. People recommended that. I learned that from you guys in the comments after that video. People said, put peppermint oil around your wheel wells. And so I've never had a problem since then. So thank you guys. Have I thought about hosting my merch on YouTube? You know, other YouTubers do. How do I do that? LR? I'm not sure. How would I do that? Hosting my merch. I'm not sure. Like not on the website? Like, I'm not sure what you mean. How can I tell? Please tell me more. Victoria Joy, you love your t-shirt. The merch is great. Congratulations on the launch of your website. Thank you. I'm glad you love your t-shirt. Frets and Horizon said, have you thought about doing cooking tutorials on your channel of things in your cookbook? Well, a lot of the recipes, there are videos, and so I will reference the video in the cookbook so that you'll have the actual recipe, but you can go to the video that I've made the thing in, and you can watch while you're cooking, because that might help. But yeah, maybe down the road I'll do like cooking tutorials or play with that more. But yeah, I like that idea. Keep them doggies rolling, ride. Slim Shady, can you get a shout out? Hi, Slim Shady. Yeah, animals are amazing. Even the robin. There used to be a strawberry fest on the Eastern Shore and in the small town about 30 minutes from the bridge. I don't, what's a polymorph? Is that like a hybrid berry versus an heirloom berry? They were the sweetest tasting berries. Yum. Yeah, one of these years I might just do like a strawberry festival tour, because that just sounds awesome. Like there's a lot of, what I'm learning is there's all over. Yeah. You've done that? Oh no, Lori Lynn. You said you've done that with the silhouettes of the hawks and the owls. It's like he's fallen in love. That's hilarious. So the robin is probably trying to get in the house. Like, I know you're in there. That is hilarious. Janet, he's doing well. Yeah, birds can see reflections in the window. Yeah, yep, yeah. The robin. Yeah, Ruby Q Berry. She's knocked out. Egg drop soup. You like the egg drop soup? Thank you for reminding me that, because I don't know that I had that recipe in there. Or maybe I did. Egg drop soup. I'll definitely put that one in, Emily. Thank you for mentioning that. Dolly, you said, hey, Rowan and Ruby, you're wondering if I would ever consider living on a houseboat. Some need renovations, of course, but it sounds like you'd like that. I have thought of that before. You know why, too? I've heard that mooring a boat, like the monthly, and I don't know, because I've just done limited research on this. What I had heard at one point is that to dock a boat, or moor, I think is the word, a boat like in Seattle, you're basically downtown, like there's a marina there, and it's much cheaper than rent in downtown Seattle. So if you get your houseboat, then your mooring fee, I don't know, it might be like $800 a month versus like having your paying rent is like ridiculously expensive. So I thought that that was an interesting idea, but that's like a houseboat. So there's different kinds of boats too. I wouldn't, at this point, I wouldn't want the responsibility of having a boat and a van, but maybe down the road, I could see having a boat and living on a boat for a while. I don't know if I want, like, when I think of houseboat, I think of like a square on like a raft. If I had a boat, I'd want something maybe more like a sailboat or something that I could like take to places and use to get from like A to B. But again, I just don't know if I want the responsibility of that. You know, who knows, maybe down the road. Right now I'm just excited about my upgraded home on wheels that's coming. Spring rolls, hands down. Okay, yeah, definitely spring rolls. I love spring rolls. Yeah. Kimberly said, join Rowan's Patreon. So fun. Sneak peeks, more lives, added tiers. I like that shout out, Kimberly. Yes, I do sometimes do little sneak peeks of stuff like the merch, and I do lives there. And yeah, there's a $2 tier. There's a few levels of tiers, but everybody has the same access to all the information, all of the They have the same, you guys have the same access no matter what tier. There's 2, 5, and 10, I think. So whichever you join on. And I do lives there as well. It's a much smaller group, so it's easier for me to get to all the comments, and I get to know you guys. Yeah, and I do share a little more information there and give some sneak peeks. And sometimes we play games or we do crafts. That's more of like a fall winter thing, like the crafts and stuff. And but I'll bring that around. Yeah, and we can do a little bit more with a smaller group, so it's kind of fun. You like the pineapple pizza? You like the egg drop soup too, Irene? And Susan, you like the pineapple pizza on the barbecue, on the bobby? I want to try that again. I had an idea, you guys. I'm gonna surprise you guys, but I had an idea around pineapple. We had the whole pineapple pizza thing, so I have another idea, and I want to surprise you guys with it. I'm excited to share it with you guys. Yeah, a houseboat would be cool. You love the fish chowder I made, Channing? Nice. That was tasty. That was tasty. Your cat brings mice into the house and lets them go. She's a reverse mouser. She's like, we need a few mice in here. Make it exciting. That's funny. You did RV work camping about 10 years. The rodents would nibble on the engine wires of your pickup. Yes, Victor. I've heard that they can get into the wires. Yep, I've heard that, and that's why it's not good, you know, like, not to mention like your food and stuff, but if they can do a lot of damage if they get into the wires. So for everybody who hasn't heard, peppermint oil around the wheel wells, and I think also lights underneath can help deter rodents. I've also heard like pack rats, and I don't know where I heard this, but in the desert, pack rats can be particularly bad in the desert, and that light underneath helps prevent them. There's also like high-pitched noise or something like that will keep rodents away, but I don't spend a ton of time in the desert, so I don't worry about that too much, and the peppermint oil seems to be working fine for me. But yeah, they can cause a lot of damage to your engine. Fortunately, I haven't had that yet, and hopefully I won't. Yeah. Will I get pineapple pizza again? You missed the outcome? There's a video about it. Marla, yeah, there's a video. I will, and I have another idea around it, so yeah. Yeah, Sasquatch. Thank you, Deborah. I am a real person. Yeah. I have a Honda Pilot. Christ. Is it Christ or Christ? Christ, I'm guessing. I have a Honda Pilot. Yeah. Someone's eating the cheese. Yeah, someone's eating my cheese video. Yeah, I think it's called I Was Almost Late to the Wedding. Is like the name of it, the video where I show that whole situation. Ooh, warm spice peaches. Now that sounds good. Tastes like a hot peach cobbler without the crust. Glenda, that sounds amazing. I like the sound of that. Warm spice peaches with maybe some ginger ice cream on top. What? Yum. You think it was today in Wrigley, Maryland? What was? The Strawberry Festival? Did you miss the second survey? There were 2, Sharon. Yeah, I cleared them out. One was about more DoorDash videos, and then more like the van refresh video. Yeah. Yes, Sasquatch. I know, I was like, oh my gosh, what is the noise? Yeah, the cheese eater. Nicole, you want to know if I encountered any snakes and if you lost it? I haven't. No, that would be really scary if there was a snake in my van. That would be terrifying. I would maybe lose it. Yeah. I don't know which would be worse, like a large spider, like a tarantula, or a snake. I don't know. Either one of those things is terrifying. Like, go ahead, eat the wires, mouse. I don't care. Just, I don't want a snake or a tarantula in my van. And I don't really want a mouse eating the wires either, but I would take that over a snake. But snakes outside don't really bother me. It's more like in my home. And I don't mind small spiders. I'd rather not see them. But big ones, yeah. Peppermint oil works, okay. Yep, I gave you a shout out, Slim Shady, and there's another one. Lavender and rosemary works too? Okay, good to know. Good to know. I like the smell of lavender and rosemary. Rosemary is good for your hair too. Either a mouse or a teeny tiny Bigfoot. Maybe it was a tiny Bigfoot. Maybe it wasn't a mouse. I never saw it. Maybe it was a tiny Bigfoot, like this big. Maybe it was a small foot. They come and eat my cheese. Used to make a crisp with peaches, brown sugar, oats, and butter. Yum. That sounds good. You used your bag at the grocery store? Awesome, David. That's so cool. Yay. Yeah, they're really good for groceries, the reusable tote bags that are on the website. Yeah. You use peppermint oil for ants and mice? I have traveled 101 in Oregon. It is absolutely beautiful, Lavinia. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Oh, Teespring for merch. Yeah, I will bring that back at some point. Teespring, I will. Yep, I will. But right now I'm working with the website because I want to see how shipping works and everything, because that's an area. Teespring is great for some things, but like the hats or certain homemade things that I want to do, some ideas that I have, the website is the perfect place to sell that stuff. So Teespring I will for like the clothing items. I'll bring that back at some point. But if you're wanting a hoodie like this, I don't know that Teespring offers white. So like the green with the white, it just shows up more. I kind of like that, and it's pretty. Yeah, you love your bag, great material. Okay, I have the feeling I'm behind a little bit again. Ooh, 479 likes, awesome. Thank you, Diana. You said love you and Ruby, keep safe. Oh, I don't know yet, Kat Nana. I don't know what the name of the cookbook will be. You live in Oregon, Victor? Nice. Oregon's beautiful. You're going to make dark chocolate brownies with walnuts and dark chocolate chips, cookies, and cinnamon rolls? Yum. Are you making all of those at once, Tabitha? Dark chocolate brownies with walnuts and dark chocolate chips, cookies, and cinnamon rolls. Yeah, that's a sweet tooth. That's like sweet teeth. Yeah, yum, Tabitha. Victor says, hi, Victoria. Strawberry Festival would be great. You'd like that? You guys would like that? A Strawberry Festival tour? That'd be fun. I don't know when. That might be like a few years down the road. But yeah, that might be fun. It's not this year. Oh, the Robin. Oh, that would be neat. A camera for Ruby. A Ruby cam. The only thing with those like animal cams, I think it'd be hard to edit because it would be probably a lot of movement, but maybe not. Like right now, she's just staring out the window. She's just staring out the window. That would be kind of fun. You guys could just see, like, so I guess she does stay still a lot, but it might be like, if she's taking a nap, it might be like part of the floor, and it would just be like an hour of the floor while she's taking a nap. I'd have to edit that out. World Market has a cute strawberry throw pillow. I do love some strawberry stuff. The world's, really, Nick? The world's largest music festival? Summerfest? Wow. That must be a large music festival. That would be fun. I probably would get a little bit of crowd anxiety, but maybe not. It depends. Sometimes sometimes I can handle it if I'm in the right mood and I'm like, all right. Other times I'm like, Lots of houseboats in the Netherlands, lots of canals, but most are stationary. Yeah, I think there's like two ways that people do it. Like sometimes people just like like in Seattle like that, but I think that sometimes people also travel all over in their boat, kind of like nomadic van life, but people have like nomadic boat life, I think. I'm behind again. I'm behind. I'm gonna scroll down, guys. Sorry about this. Oh yeah, thank you, Victoria Joy. You put the new website in. Scrolling. I'm just gonna scroll in. Sorry. Yeah. Tammy, he said, don't tease me with board games for $5 a month. See you soon, friend. Yeah, come on, Patreon. We do bingo. It's been a while. I'm going to have to bring the bingo back. I'm going to have to bring some of those. And there was actually a couple other games I saw recently where I was like, ooh. And yeah, I do have some other ideas. I do have some Mad Libs. Yeah, happy birthday, Andrea. Okay, let's see. I'm scrolling down here. Oh, thank you, Victoria Joy. You said happy birthday month, Rowan. Thank you. Yep, May is my birthday month. I'm missing some comments. Let's see. Happy birthday. Yours is Tuesday. You're turning 40. Happy birthday, Nick. Yeah, happy birthday at all the May birthdays. Yeah. Nick, yeah, go ahead. 40s are great. Coffee ice cream is good. Yes. Oh, coffee ice cream is okay. Coffee ice cream's good. You like the lentil stew? Dan and Sharon Ertz, I was just thinking of making lentils again. I was just thinking about that because I have a way that I make it. And when I made it, I made some about a year ago on the channel I was doing. It was like some major van life upgrades or something was the name of the video. And I think I rewatched that recently, and I think that's the one where I made some lentil stew, but I did like a roux with tomato paste. So it was kind of a different type of lentil stew. The one that I usually, like my go-to lentil stew, I've never made on the channel. So I was thinking of making that. It's pretty easy, and it's simple, and it's really tasty. And I've been kind of craving lentils, so. I'm gonna scroll down. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Oh, apple crisp in the fall is delicious. Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I think I'm way behind. I want to make sure. Okay, I wasn't too far behind. I'm gonna scroll back up a little bit. You love Mad Libs? Yeah, I have some. I got 2, and Ruby chewed one of them. She like shredded it. So I just have the other one. You've been waiting patiently for the Mad Libs. I know. I mentioned them on Patreon like 3 weeks ago, and then that was that. She chewed one of them. So I'll pull those out. Yeah. Is there a story behind the logo on the tote? There is, KJ. Yes. Yeah. So my channel logo. This is a phoenix berry. So this current logo, it's a phoenix berry. So strawberries have a lot of significance for me. It's not something I've ever really gone into, and I will at some point, why strawberries are so special to me, but they're kind of like transformational. Yeah, strawberries. Yeah, and I just love them. There's a lot of reasons why. One big reason that I haven't really gone into, but they are special to me. So, but my original logo was a phoenix with a heart, and it's called a Heart of the Phoenix, and I was going through a really hard time in life. I've talked about it. If you've looked into my channel at all and kind of followed, I've shared some of the challenges I went through around 2019, and I was kind of rebuilding my life. That was a point where I was just felt like I was starting from scratch and rebuilding and trying to figure out how I could get financially stable and just like all kinds of stability. And the phoenix I was thinking about the phoenix that rises up out of the ashes, and I was like, what is it? What is it in the phoenix, like the myth of the phoenix, and what is it that makes it like, that gives it that strength to get up and go again? And it's like the heart. It's heart. I realized it's our hearts. Our hearts is what like motivates us, what keeps us going. Our, you know, it's our heart. So that's what it is. And now the phoenix is also a strawberry, and it represents never giving up, and it represents resilience, and it represents transformation. And I like the addition of the star, and the phoenix is focused on that, you know, looking up and yeah, rising. And there's a lot more meaning I could get into there. I'm not going to right now, but yeah, that's a little bit about it. And the joy, the choosing joy, that has to do with our mindsets. Regardless, there's always things that I feel like no matter the situation that we're in, there is something to be grateful for, and switching to a mindset of looking at not what could be better, what could be, looking at what is it that I currently have to be grateful for, and doing that switches, for me, it switches my mindset and allows me to access the joy that's available in the moment, even through the pain, the emotional pain, physical pain, challenges, things like that. All of that, it kind of just takes the focus off that and being grateful for the things that I do have currently. No matter what situation, there's always something, whether it's even just the fact of waking up again, or that we have one more breath, or that the sun is shining, or that somebody calls and checks in on us, or whatever it is. There's usually something, that we have water, fresh, clean water to drink. Like whatever it is, there's something to be grateful for, and to focus on that, it allows me to access joy. So that's where I choose joy, regardless of the circumstances. Yeah. Dolly says, happy birthday, May people. Thank you, Melanie. I had a fabulous birthday. I had a very special birthday, yes. Thank you. How about including some salve recipes like you made for the farm sale? It had cacao butter and almond and essential oils. It was an organic moisturizer. Yes, Mississippi. I think I might put that recipe. The body butter. Yeah, I'll include that. Lady J, I'm not gonna say. Yeah, come on, 5. Oh, wait, Vicky, you just like, you said, come on, 500 likes. We're at 503. Thank you, guys. Yeah, we're at 503. Thank you for all the likes, you guys, and the birthday wishes. Moonmoth, Emily, I like all the emojis. Moonmoth, you said, I wish I could cook as intuitive as you. You need recipes or else disaster. Well, I know that's what's weird. See, and it's so funny because I don't use recipes. And so now my challenge is creating recipes out of but the way I cook is I don't use recipes. So, but I want to be able to share kind of some of these things that I make with you guys. But I don't use recipes. So it's a challenge to be like, all right, I have to put it on paper, the amounts and stuff. Yeah. Those skillet nachos were looking good. Yeah, those were really good. Those came out really tasty. You screw up lentils when you make them, Kimberly? Well, hopefully that my lentil recipes can help out. Yeah, I love them. How do you screw them up? What happens? Your granddaughter turned sweet 16 last Wednesday, dances in the rain. Happy birthday to your granddaughter. Wolf spiders are scary, Victor. Yes, wolf spiders, they're big. And there's something called a gigantic house spider. That is huge. It's like this big. It's like a giant wolf spider. Those are very scary. Yeah. Yep. Oh, Slim Shady, I'm gonna time you out. I'm sorry, because you keep asking for a shout out and we've done that. So, yeah. Happy birthday to all the May people. Shay Wolf, your May birthday as well. Happy birthday to you. And Angie and Aaron Cannon, your sons and your husband birthdays are in May too. Yeah. Right, Moon Moth. Yep. Yeah, I just escorted Slim Shady to the door. Yeah, Slim Shady got a few shout outs, so. Victor, they jump. Those spiders jump. Wolf spiders. I didn't know that. Now that's really scary. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Slim Shady's, yeah. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Yeah, you love that I'm gluten-free. That's what makes your cooking videos very informative. Thanks. And so for the recipes, there are certain recipes like pancakes or, I don't know, chowders or things like that, that I'll make them gluten-free, but I'll put in there, you know, you can substitute wheat flour if that's what you have on hand, but, you know, I'll make it with gluten-free because that's how I cook, so. But I know not everybody's gluten-free, but it's kind of the reverse, because I'll look at recipes, like I don't cook from recipes, but I'll look at them sometimes as a guide, or just in my head, I know like a roux, the kind of roux that I usually make is with flour. So when I stopped eating gluten, I was like, all right, I gotta replace the flour with something else. So I always have to make that switch. But this cookbook will be gluten-free. And so for people that do eat gluten, then you can kind of make the switch and add your gluten if you'd like. Spokane, Washington dances in the rain. Nice. Yeah. Slim Shady. Yeah, it's all right there. How come, how did you come to find you needed to be gluten-free? Or wondering if you should go that route, as losing weight for you seems impossible. It was kind of intuition, and I also was working at the natural food store, and I kept seeing, like, I had access to a lot of really amazing foods. There was like a really amazing hot bar, salad bar, juice bar. And so when I had my breaks and my lunch times and things like that, it took me a while. At first I was just like, you know, whatever. But I started to think about, you know, and I was a cashier, so I had a lot of, among other things, like, but I started as a cashier. And so I had a lot of time to like think about, like, what do I really want to eat? Like, what is my body really craving? And I would be ringing up all these groceries, and I'd be like, ooh, like that looks really tasty, and that looks tasty. And somebody would come through the line with like some other, like a fresh smoothie, or, you know, whatever it was. And so I had a lot of time at the register to think about, what am I going to get on my 10-minute break, so that I could like hurry up and go get it. And so I started to realize that the foods that I was kind of having access to a lot of amazing food, and a lot of like sweets and treats and, you know, all kinds of stuff, but just having this like full array of really good food available. I was drawn to the foods that were not gluten. Like I was drawn to kind of protein and vegetables and fruits. And so I just kind of tried it. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try eating gluten-free for a week. And I felt very clear-headed. I felt like I had more energy. I felt lighter, and I was like, maybe this is coincidence. Maybe I'm just like sleeping better. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's something else. So then I tried having gluten after a week, and my joints hurt, and I just didn't want to get off the couch. It was on the weekend. I think Friday night I had something with gluten in it. I think it was like ramen noodles, and the noodles are wheat. And I just didn't want to get off the couch the next day. I was tired, and I felt kind of achy, and I was like, I haven't felt like this all week. I wonder if it's like related. So I cut out gluten again for another week, and then I tried it again. I forget what I had that time, pizza or something, I don't know. And that time I felt the same thing. I didn't want to get off the couch, but it wasn't just like aches and pains. I was like crying. I felt depressed. I was like, whoa, this is weird. So I was like, all right, both times after I had gluten, it wasn't quite the same feeling, but both times I just felt awful. So I'm just gonna not have gluten. Let me just try this. And so I just cut it out. And yeah, so it's not a severe allergy. I don't have celiac. I know that that can be a real challenge. But for me, I just feel a lot better when I don't have it. So once in a while, I think I do end up like at a restaurant or something like that, like where I don't really think it through, and I'm like, ooh, I probably had some gluten. And I often feel kind of gross the next day. So yeah, that's how I came to it. I didn't lose a ton of weight. It wasn't about weight loss. It was so much like, it was more just how I feel. I just felt a little better. But after that, for like a year, then I started to eat a lot better too. And I also started intermittent fasting, and that actually did help lose a little bit of weight. I was doing some intermittent fasting at the natural food store. But I'm not a doctor. That kind of thing, you should check up with your doctor. But for me, a gluten-free diet feels good. Yeah. I'm gonna scroll down because I probably am behind again, just to see how far behind. Oop, okay, yeah. I scrolled a little bit. I'm sorry if I missed your comments. I just wanted to get caught up here. You think you cook too long, you end up mushy on the lentils? Maybe, Kimberly, yeah. You can cook them kind of like rice. You can make lentils where you boil water, add them, and then turn it down low and make them like rice. Or you can add them to soup. Sometimes in my soups and stews, I do like them to be a little mushier, more of like a, you know, like to make like a thicker kind of soup. And then maybe I'd put in some sausage or some greens or something to add a little like texture if they're mushy like that. But yeah, if you don't want them mushy, you can cook them like rice and they come out, and that's good for like a lentil salad. You could cool them down and then make like a lentil salad, add some maybe some shallots, and yeah. Your 4-year-old grandson was just diagnosed with celiac. We're struggling with the breads. Any suggestions? For breads, I recently got some Trader Joe's bread, and I like their bread. They have a few different kinds. And then for a baguette, I think it's in one of my shorts. It's I'm blanking on the brand. It's in one of the shorts where I made some soup. It's in the freezer section, and it's a baguette and you bake it. It's like Udi's maybe. I don't know, it's a yellow label, but it's a baguette and it comes frozen. I like those because sometimes like with soup. But if you're looking for like sandwich bread, Trader Joe's has some pretty good sandwich bread. It's gluten-free. I would just check the packaging because I know with celiac, I think when things are labeled gluten-free, they have to be made in a separate and processed in a separate thing. But I would just check that on the label. But those are some good breads. And then Canyon House, I think, is another one. But sometimes at the grocery store, when I've gotten that, it tends to be moldy. So I think if it's a grocery store where people aren't buying a lot of the gluten-free products, sometimes the gluten-free breads sit on the shelf for a while. So I would just make sure and like check, even if like the date is fine, sometimes it can get a little moldy. I think at Trader Joe's, I've never had a problem with that, with their gluten-free products. And they have some muffins. They're kind of sugary. I haven't had them in a long time, but they're really good. They have a strawberry muffin, a gluten-free strawberry muffin at Trader Joe's, which is amazing. But it is kind of high sugar. I haven't gotten it recently, but they do have, and like a chocolate one too, I think. But yeah, check out Trader Joe's for the sliced bread, or for like rolls and baguettes, those frozen ones in the freezer. And I don't, it's in that video. I think it's Udi's, but I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah, 10-minute breaks. Yeah, it was rough. It was like, hurry up and eat. But I think it was a 40-minute lunch, if I'm remembering, which was kind of nice. Yeah. Keep working on the book. You're not vegan, but enjoy making raw vegan vegetable wraps and having some protein on the side. Yes. I'll have a variety, like the chia pudding, things like that. There will be a variety of, because the only thing I don't eat is gluten. I kind of eat everything else. So there will be recipes that have meat, but there'll also be vegetarian, there'll be vegan, kind of a whole variety, because that's how I eat. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Darlene. You said happy belated birthday and hope your wishes come true. Thank you. Yeah. Wheat Belly, read the book Wheat Belly. I'll check that out. Yeah. You're diabetic, maybe you should try it. Yeah, I recommend trying it, see how you feel. There's a lot of products these days that are available, like gluten-free products, so it's kind of like, why not? Why not try it? And see how you feel. And you can do it with other things too. And I'm not a doctor. I just recommend like trying stuff and seeing, like tuning into your body and listening to, like you could try drinking a bunch of water for a week and see how you feel. Like that's something. Like, it's easy for me to not drink enough water, and I think stuff starts to like pop up because I don't drink enough water. So that's something I do every now and then, like, let me try drinking enough water for a few days in a row, and then usually I start to feel really good, and I'm like, oh, it was dehydration. I was thinking it was this, that, the other thing, and I just needed to rehydrate. So yeah, I always recommend that, to try a healthier choice or something you feel drawn to try, it might be your body letting you know, that might be a good choice, and it doesn't hurt to try something for a week and then just see how you feel. And maybe you'll feel the same and you'll be like, okay, or maybe you'll feel great, or maybe you'll, it's not something that you want to keep up, and yeah. Yeah, Trader Joe's makes a great gluten-free brownie mix. Yes, yeah, Kat and Anna, I definitely recommend trying it. Yeah. Oh yeah, fattoush. Yes, your new favorite salad for dinner is fattoush. I've heard of that. Yeah. Yeah. Your mother had celiac and so does your daughter, Birdie? Yeah. Oh, Canyon House Heritage Style. Yeah, that is good bread. Yep. And sometimes the gluten-free bread can be kind of dry or crumbly, but if you toast it, it can help. Just like a slight toast, it helps it hold together. Or like for sandwiches, toasting it and then making it into a sandwich if it's kind of like a dry, crumbly bread. But yeah, Canyon House Heritage Style is another good one. Yeah. Yeah, 550 likes. There's 537. You guys are awesome. I don't know. We're coming up on 2 hours. I'm enjoying hanging out. I'm in the conversation, but yeah, I don't know how much longer I'll be on. Let's look at Rubes again real quick. She's just chilling. Ruby. Oh, Rubes. Ruby Q. She's having a nap. It's kind of warm. She said, hey. I was just testing you. Oh my gosh, you gave me the side eye, Rubes. You didn't like me messing with you? Ruby, your mouth sounds dry. All right, Rubes, I'll leave you alone. I won't mess with her. She said, yeah. Hi, Louise. You said hello from Louise in Charleston, South Carolina. Was the poll about doing DoorDash later? The poll was about doing a DoorDash video, like doing more DoorDash videos. Do you guys like those? Because it's something that I'm just doing a little more of, DoorDash. I'm gonna do more of it in June to get my Top Dasher status back and just like play around with it. And then if you guys like those type of videos, I can vlog those. So I was just checking with you guys. Yeah. And a lot of people did. It was like 89%, I think. You like the stews, Tori? Nice. Hi, Eritz and Zale. You said hi from Japan. You enjoyed the videos. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos. And I'm not Eriton Sale or Sally. I'm sorry if I'm not saying your name right. But welcome. DoorDash in the future, yeah. Oh, up to 551. Woohoo! You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. You had to cut out milk because it didn't agree with you anymore. Lactose milk is so much better. If you listen to your body, you can't go wrong. Absolutely, Darlene. Yeah, our bodies usually let us know. Or like if we have something at night and then how we feel the next morning, or maybe we don't sleep well. I mean, yeah, I think it's important to listen to that stuff, and that can just keep us generally more healthy and in balance. Yeah. The rando trolls, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm a little behind too. I'm gonna scroll down. Oh, I got way behind. Whoa, I got way behind. Sorry, scrolling. All right, I'm back. I was way behind. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Yeah, rah, cheerleaders. You guys are awesome. You said, Jai Hind, you said you give us so much inspiration. Thank you. I'm inspired by you guys too, and your comments and just all the love and support. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, Weimaraner. Yeah, Ruby is a Weimaraner mix. She's like 38% Weimaraner. Miss Owl, you love oat milk. You're gonna start making your own. Ooh, that's cool. Miss Owl 22. Nice. I'd love to try that. I've never made oat milk, but I've made almond milk. Almond milk, you can make it if you soak almonds and then you peel the skins off of them. So you just soak them like overnight, peel the skins off, and then put them in a blender with some water and vanilla, maple syrup. I worked for this woman and I learned so much from her. I worked for her and she practiced a raw food diet, and I just have to like give her some credit because I learned so much from her. And the way she ate and the cooking. I did some cooking for her. It was a daycare that was raw foods, and I appreciate her. She's one of those people in my life that I'm just so grateful for. I just learned so much. So that was one thing, is the almond milk, and the chia pudding actually is a recipe that I learned from her as well too. Maybe you'll go gluten-free with the cookbook. Nice. Yeah. Oh, from Weimar, Germany. Okay. Oh, is that where Weimaraners are from? And then she's got Australian cattle dog, and then she's got basset hound, and then some other things. Yeah. Thank you, Kimberly. You said everyone joining, hit the like button. We're up to 5:57. You guys are awesome. Oh, and we came up on 2 hours, so I might stay for like, I don't know, 10 more minutes or so, and then I'm gonna get going. You're gluten-free too, and have a ton of great substitutes. Maybe include some favorite gluten-free subs in your cookbook, like sub sandwich. I think I'm getting hungry. I think I know what you mean, like doing substitutes, Lori Lynn, like substituting gluten-free stuff. Yeah. You were using talk to text. It's hard to keep up moderating. Thank you, Kimberly and Victoria, Joy. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being in here, and I appreciate you guys mods. And especially when I get behind in the comments and you're staying on it with keeping the chat friendly and safe, and also letting people know about the website and Patreon and things like that. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. And for everybody else, all of you guys that are also encouraging people to, you know, hit the like button and all that, thank you. I appreciate you guys. We have an awesome community here. Tori, I do use coconut milk sometimes. Yeah, I like to use it in curries. There's a few different types of curries that I like to use coconut milk, and then also like the chia pudding with chia seeds and coconut milk. You have brownies in the oven, Tabitha? Tasty. Sounds good. Tess, soy, almond milk, and oatmeal milk are also great replacements for lactose intolerance. Yeah. Yeah, they have a lot of great milk substitutes now, and yeah, I like oat milk. I've started having oat milk more in my coffee. Do I plan on going overseas in the near future? I do, guys, and I've mentioned it a few times. It's coming up. I do. I'm not going to say where or anything, but I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be fun, and I'll take you guys along. I'll show you. So that'll be fun. I've even considered, well, we'll see. We'll just wait and see. But yes, you guys will come through a video, or the we'll see is maybe a live. I'm not sure yet. Some of it depends on Wi-Fi. So yeah, but that's exciting. Birdie says, tap the like button, friends. Maybe we can get up to 600. That would be amazing. Almond milk is better than oats. Yeah, I think it depends on the kind and the flavor, and yeah. You have to use oat milk now, Kimberly? I'm gonna check that out. I keep seeing this book, the Wheat Belly. I think I might like see if they have it at a library. Well, I don't really have a library card, but like, yeah, I'm trying not to accumulate any more stuff, and so maybe I can like go just look at it at Barnes and Noble. I don't know, or the library. I could go look at it and spend the day in the library and look at it if they have it. Wheat Belly. Yeah, I could do that, or I don't have to check it out from the library. I'll just look at it. I do want to check that book out. Worldwide support is amazing. Saudi Arabia and Germany, US, Canada, Netherlands, England. It is amazing. Absolutely. Yes. Dabney says you're doing amazing, Kimberly. Oh, you guys are so awesome. Yeah, the Wheat Belly book. I want to look into it too. Birdie says sticks, thank you. Kimberly says thanks, Dabs. Whenever you feel out of sorts, you just watch me and Ruby, and then you feel better. You love watching me come up with different meals on the stovetop, walking Ruby to dog park, etc. Thank you, Darlene. That means a lot. I'm glad I can help you. So what's the opposite of feeling out of sorts? I'm glad I can help you feel in sorts. Yeah. And maybe bring some balance. That means a lot. I appreciate that. I'm glad I can help with that. Yeah. Oh, you get so hungry watching the lives? I'm hungry too. We always talk about food. I wasn't hungry before. Now I am. I don't know. A sandwich sounds kind of good. All this like talk of gluten-free bread. I kind of just want like a smoked turkey sandwich with like some mayonnaise and maybe a slice of cheese and maybe some tomato and lettuce. Like, just like, yeah, maybe a little mustard. Named after Duke Karl August of Weimar. The Weimaraner dogs? Or is part of you named after Duke Karl August? Try chia crackers with hummus. Ooh, that sounds good. Hummus sounds good too. Ooh, a hummus sandwich with grated carrot. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Tammy. You said your pup went to the Rainbow Bridge to heaven Tuesday. You and Ruby have given me so much joy and comfort. Had to thank you. Sorry if you repeated. No, I haven't. This is the first time reading that. I'm sorry that to hear the passing of your pup. That's hard, and I'm glad we can bring you joy and comfort. Yeah. Thanks you for letting me know about your pup. How old is Ruby? Ruby is about 18 months. Ruby was born 12/31/23. So 123/123 is her birthday. Yeah. Hi, Suzanne from North Carolina. You're looking forward to the gluten-free cookbook? Nice. Used to be a forest ranger. That's cool, Victor. Sorry, you have kind of a flat way of speech. Oh, it's all good. I didn't notice. I think it's cool. You used to be a forest ranger. Ruby will be 2 in December. I know. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry about that, Tammy. You bought a stove. Which butane tanks do I use planning with Nanny? Lately, I used to get them from Walmart, and I think they were like Coleman from Walmart, and but I haven't been seeing them recently, so oh, I take that back. Because the one in my stove, well, it's like stuck. It's not coming out. I was gonna show you. Oh yeah, here. I gotta put it back in the stove. I think something happened. Oh no, it stopped. Okay. It was like making a noise. This kind. I think they had them. There's Snow Lion is another brand, or there's like a Eureka Stove brand. All of those are from REI. I think this Coleman one they also have at Walmart, but every time I've been to Walmart lately, they've been out of that. They have the propane ones, but not the butane canisters. So you can get them at REI as well, and they usually always have them. They used to be on a shelf, and now they're in this like roundabout thing with these bins. But you can ask somebody. Yeah, I love those. I love those butane canisters. I always make sure I have like 4 or 5 backup. And when I get down to like 2, I'll go get like some more. And then sometimes I'll have like 8 under the bed, which might not be so safe, but yeah. Yes, Emily, the mods are fantastic. I appreciate my mods. Yeah, thank you guys again for being in here. Yeah. Mods are getting some love. Love to you too, Angela. Yeah, you're welcome, Frank. You said thanks for the live. Yeah. Blessed beyond measure, Deb says, God bless our troops and happy Memorial Day tomorrow. Yeah, happy Memorial Day to everyone. We appreciate you too, Darlene. And Birdie says thank you. Thank you, Maud, says Lady J. Yes, God bless our troops. Engaged to retired Navy chief. Says Kimberly. With everything going on right now, do I have a way to back stock on food? I mean, I do have like backups under my bed. I don't have like tons of like, I know some people get really into like prepping and having like big buckets of food and like 50-pound bags of rice. I don't have the space for that. And maybe someday if I have land, I would do something like that. But I do have like, you know, I have these jars and stuff, and like I have a bigger one with rice, and then I have backups of like rice and lentils and oats. Those are kind of my go-to, like rice, lentils, oats. I keep those, and then I have cans of coconut milk and cans of beans, and then some chicken broth, and I have backups of that stuff under the bed in one of the bins. It's filled with that, and then coffee. Although I think I might have to get more coffee. But yeah, so that's all that I have right now, those back stocks. Just because it's a lot to like carry around. Oh, and seaweed. I have lots of like seaweed. This one kind of seaweed that I like, just because it has like some minerals and stuff in it. Nick OG says, let's go 600. Yeah, let's see if we can get up to 600. That would be amazing. It's usually around like 500, I think. That would be amazing before I get off the live. If the likes could get up to 600. It's 582. When am I gonna make an apple pie? I'm not sure, Darlene. Maybe in the fall. Would you like to see me make an apple pie? I haven't made a lot of apple pies in my life, but I could. I'm thinking peach pie. Peach pie might be good this time of year, or strawberry rhubarb pie. Yeah, I'm gonna scroll down. I have the feeling I'm behind again. Oh yeah, look at me. Oh, I'm a little far behind. Alicia Mendoza, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. You said, hi Rowan, here's a blessing for you. Thank you. And high five to you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, remembering our troops tomorrow. Absolutely. Yes. God bless all who served. Be safe on the road tomorrow. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna scroll down. There's another one. David Fringer, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for all of the support. Let's let this beautiful soul chill, relax, get off the line. Oh, I love hanging out with you guys. Yeah. But yeah, I think I will get going. Ruby's taking a nice nap. I might join her, just relax for a little bit. You use kombu seaweed when cooking whole grain rice for the minerals. Yes, and I've heard with like beans, if you put kombu, it helps like reduce the gassiness of beans. You can put kombu seaweed in with your beans. Like if they're raw, if you use like hard beans, like raw beans, yeah. Dutch apple pie sounds really good. Yeah. We're saying thank you for the super chats. Yeah. Thank you, David. Your kindness is appreciated. Yeah, you're showing 595 likes. Maybe we can get it to 600 with 5 more likes. Strawberry rhubarb sounds great. It does. Yeah. Yeah. Annie P says, good night, Rowan, Ruby, and everyone. Thank you, Maud. Blessings to all. Blessings to you too, Annie. Thanks for being on the live. Have a good night. Yeah. You watch you on your TV. If you ever actually see me, you think you'd be starstruck, Lavinia. I hope you'd say hi if you see me out and about. I hope you say hi. Yeah. Cool. Oh, we're at 6:04. You guys are awesome. 6:04. Margot says, good night, everyone. Thank you to I'm getting tongue-tied now. Thanks for all the likes, you guys. We got it up 604. That might be a live record. But also, I just thank you for being on the live and hanging out. I love our Sunday afternoon lives. I am gonna do some morning lives because there are some people that said that this time is a little bit tricky. You know, I know for people that are overseas that it's kind of like early in the morning and different times. So I will probably switch it up, but I will keep doing our Sunday every other Sunday. But maybe like next weekend I'll try a morning live, but I'll try to post it before. And just thanks for hanging out and spending time. I hope everybody has a restful day tomorrow, and stay safe. I know it's like there might be a lot of cookouts and things like that, so have fun, enjoy, and yeah, safe fun to everybody. And just thank you to the mods. Thanks for being in here and helping out, and thank you for all the super chats. And I appreciate you guys. You really like brighten my day to come live and hang out and just share time and laughs and everything. Yeah, so have a great night, everybody. Good night. Be well. And yeah, hugs to everybody. Hugs. Okay, we'll bring it in. We'll do a hug. Hugs. Hugs. Good night. Yeah. Thanks for everybody who's checked out the website, and yeah, I love hanging out with you guys, and we'll see you soon. And Rubes is still in the same position. I would show her, but not much has changed. She's still snoozing. All right, be well, everybody. Take care. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.